There was something about him. Like we both knew that the body of a plastic pen wasn't just meant for writing. He doesn't even charge me for the pills, just puts them in the palms of my hands like they belong there. He grabs a coffee mug off the table and rinses it out with tap water. He knows I'm wired, but he doesn't mention how uncomfortable the tension is. And that's nice, because neither of us need any reminding. I told him once that they reminded me of birds, that I wrote a poem about Valium, that I said that they were birds. We crushed them with our insurance IDs, two healthcare cards covered in yellow dust. If I ever had a religion, I think it had something to do with feathers and the bodies of plastic pens. We were always afraid to admit we were crazy. My mother was crazy, but I never knew why you were like that. So then, crazy was just this word we used to justify our prescriptions, to explain why we needed help from some tiny capsules. It was hard for us to live together. When you started taking speed, you said it reminded you of meth. I wonder how old we are. How we've just barely escaped our teenage years. I want to ask you when we found the time to build addictions, but neither of us really care. So when you moved out, you made sure to tell me I was crazy. So now I rinse out my own coffee mugs, but I can't keep my mouth shut about the tension, and I keep getting these packages from my family, one with Valium, Vicodin, Adderall, Suboxone. I want to tell them that I think they're all just birds, that swallowing a brightly colored beast feels good in my stomach, but that a few hours after they wear off, my brain is filled with flapping wings. Thousands of beating limbs thrashing against the inside of my skull. They tell me I'm the sky, that there is no reason to have the sky without the birds. The other day I found out my 13-year-old cousin is on antidepressants. She told me she thinks it's cool. I told her her sunsets are too beautiful to be littered with the birds. She thinks I'm crazy too. I think she is too young. I think I am too young. I think my mother is too old to be mixing Adderall and Valium like vitamins. I think pharmacies are like genocide, the new way to drown out the sick without ever really getting your hands dirty. I think our doctors must have forgotten the definition of healing. I think we all have forgotten the definition of healing. But to be honest, I never really felt that sick. But then people started telling me that I was crazy. And I just really didn't want to be crazy. So then I kept my birds like house pets. No one ever told me that maybe my anxiety attacks were because my mother never held me, or because my best friend is relapsing on meth and I know there is nothing I can do to stop it. No one ever asked me why I felt crazy. They just told me how to make it stop. But these Band-Aids were never really meant to heal anything. These birds were never strong enough to fly us anywhere.